everybody. So here's just a quick tutorial on how to do the online databases. The place where you're going to find them all is in the Charlottewood homepage, our virtual library here. And as you can see, there is a place right here kind of in the middle that says online resources. So go ahead and click on that. And you're going to see access to a lot of different things. For research, probably the best thing is going to be here on the top row. We have a science database, so if your topic is science related, this would be a good one to go to. This is sort of a general database, the SIRS Discoverer. If you're looking at sort of a pro and con hot topic, then issues might be a good place for you. WebPath Express is a search engine, so it's like Google, but it's vetted, which means they've already determined that there should be good resources in there. If you just need some simple information, then go ahead and go to the encyclopedia, and that'll just give you some basics. So these are all great places to go to find information. If you click on this tab up here where it says online resources, it's going to give you a little description about what all of them are. I can't post here what the login information is, so either you'll need to email me or you'll need to get that information from your teacher. I'm going to start here with the SIRS Discoverer because that is the most general. So hopefully that will have what you need to help answer your research questions. So you will need to log in the information, and as I said, you will need to get that from your teachers or me because we can't post it publicly. All right, once you log that in, hopefully this works. All right, so I am now in. Okay, you can see there's some sort of trending topics here, but if you've got a specific research question, you're going to need to type it in. Let's say I was looking for information about Alzheimer's. You got to make sure that you spell things correctly, though. So there we go. Okay, as you can see, this is pulling up a ton of resources. It says that there's 201 results for Alzheimer's. You can see that it is sort of put in the most sorted by the relevance, so what the computer thought was most relevant. You can see here the source type, so maybe you really needed you want to look at some other web resources, you could click on that. Newspapers and magazines and image, so if you click on one of those, let's say I click on images, it's going to go ahead and simply give me images. So depending on what it is that you are looking for, you can narrow it down that way. So probably a newspaper and magazine is going to be most useful for us, so I'm going to click on magazine. And we can see here, again, it's organized by what they feel is most relevant. Well, if you look, there's the second one here is 1993. Considering that there's been so much research done on Alzheimer's, that's probably not the most relevant topic for us. So I'm going to actually try and get something a little bit more recent. So I'm again going to limit it here on the publication date. So I'm going to say the last 12 months. Okay, so that is going to give me obviously fewer hits. Because I am now looking for a magazine article that was in the past 12 months, and I've got 2 articles. Now, one or both of these might be useful to you. You can see where these are presented, and that's important. You want to make sure that you are getting information from good sources. Because it is in this database, it should be good, but you always want to double check that. Another important thing is the Lexile score. So is it a good reading level for you? So 6th, 7th, 8th grade, around 1,000 for most students. Some, obviously in 6th grade it's going to be a little lower, in 8th grade it's going to be a little higher. But shooting for something around 1,000 should be a good target to be looking at. So I will then go ahead and look at this particular article. You can see that there's a quick summary here of what it is about. You're going to find out where it's coming from. And then here is the article itself, which you could read through to see how useful it is or isn't for you. Okay. Sometimes they will show you how to cite the source. Okay, so again, if you look up here, there are some options for you. You could save it to the cloud, so you made sure you had access to it, to your Google Drive and whatnot. You could figure out how to cite it, you could print it, you could email it. So if you need some more tools, those are going to be here on the right-hand side. So if I click on Cite, it's going to show me exactly how to cite it in MLA 8. So if your teacher is requiring you to have a citation in MLA, all you have to do is copy and paste and put it in your works cited page. So it's done that work for you. All right. Now, if you aren't finding enough resources here with this, you could expand it out a little bit more. We could make it from to go down to 2015, maybe 5 years worth is something that might be helpful, and then go ahead and apply it. Okay, so that's got us 12 articles now. So that might be more useful for you. Again, check out the Lexile scores to make sure that it is a good fit for you. Maybe you're not finding anything useful, so let's try newspapers instead. So again, I've got my same time frame here, and I'm limiting it to newspapers, and now we're down to 5 results. Now, I've kept this pretty broad, simply typing in Alzheimer's, but if you need something that's less, even more specific, of course, go ahead and put that in the search engine here and see what you can come up with. All right, so that's just a quick summary of how to do a database search. You always want to think of the 1, 2, maybe 3 important keywords to put in here, because if I put too many words in here, it's going to give me 0 results. So you never want is or and or the. You want to think of the keywords, the important words, and try not to put too many because it will limit your results. All right. Hopefully that gives you some help on how to do some database searches.